Good afternoon and welcome back to the Workbench. Today I just decided to do a quick little video opening these packages here that I've received recently and talking a bit about what's in this one, which is some car workshop manuals for my car, which I've bought because I want to do some work on it. I use that as an opportunity to buy some manuals and things from Japan, which are going to be interesting. Anyway, first of all, I'm going to open these parcels here. Just for fun. So this is this first one. First one is quite amusing me because the description is platter, apparently, and this will be some random thing that I've bought off eBay in the past couple of weeks, and I have absolutely no idea what it is. I can't tell from feeling it, and I honestly can't remember. I can't think of anything it might be that I've recently ordered, and I have no idea what platter means. Often some of these descriptions are kind of, you can kind of guess, but yeah. Platter, I have absolutely no idea. So I guess we'll find out in a second. It's a bag of LEDs. Yep. Well, that's definitely something I was expecting, but I did not expect it to be called platter. So there you go. That's probably the most strangest descriptions versus contents that I've seen for a while. And this one, well, this one is pretty self-explanatory. 5mm mercury switch, so this should be a bunch of mercury tilt switches. Seem to have absolutely no packing whatsoever. They seem to be just in the plain bag, so who knows if this will be full of broken glass and mercury. It quite possibly will be. Let's find out. Alright. It's amazing. They do not appear to be broken. There you go, some mercury tilt switches. So I'd buy some of those. Pretty cheap on eBay. You can't really get them anywhere locally anymore because, oh no, mercury is bad and everyone will die, apparently. Anyway, this one, thermocouple sensor. Well, that's even more obvious. This should be a thermocouple. Now, if I could just have my scissors around the right way. Let's see. It is, in fact, a thermocouple. This I bought. I think this is designed for 3D printers for measuring the print head temperature. You know, it's got this sort of bolt mounting thing on the front there. So you can screw it into the heater block or whatever. I have this idea of using it as a heatsink measuring probe for something, so maybe I'll screw it into a hole on a heatsink and then have some circuitry to run that, and that's the idea for that. And now this here is a not an international parcel, it's a local one. This is something I bought for $1. Just a little clock radio thing, I think, which I thought I might grab for a repair project. If there's actually anything wrong with it, I'm not entirely certain. Has no power adapter and apparently doesn't turn on. Described as having the batteries replaced, but still not working, and apparently. But if you actually have a look at the details on this thing, it's pretty obvious that the batteries are just backup batteries for the clock, so it doesn't actually run off batteries at all. So I'm taking a wild guess that the fault is simply user error, that there is no power supply, and that it's just been assumed to not work because it doesn't run off the backup clock batteries, which is not surprising because all that's supposed to do is back up the clock. It's not actually going to run the system. So there's probably actually nothing wrong with this thing whatsoever. There you go, a little radio thing with an iPod dock on top. The batteries go in the bottom there, obviously, but they only do the clock, and that's where 5 volts is supposed to go in the back there. So most likely, it's even got an auxiliary input, which is quite nice. And like I said, iPod dock, iPhone dock or something. So anyway, probably not very good sound quality, but hey. Anyway, so that's that. But now for the main event, this parcel here from Japan. So I bought this through was it Buyee, I think. They let you buy Japan, Yahoo Japan auctions. Give you an English interface to get into that. And then they reship it for you. You know, they get the domestic sellers to ship to their warehouse, and then they repackage it and send it all to you. So this is yeah, this is should be all the books that I've ordered. Right, the box is finally open. See what sort of packaging they've got. And so I wanted consolidation for these items. I bought about 4 or 5 different things. So I'll see how that works. Looks like they've done a pretty good job of that. Packaging everything up. So we got the nice air things here. Just get those out of the way. And there we go. So there's a parcel there. Another parcel there. Okay, so these are 3 of them there. So we got the original packages that are obviously sent to the warehouse. So they've just taken those and put them straight in here. So that's that. And there should be this one here. Wow, that's very heavy. Alright, let's get that there. Out of the way. So yeah, we got a few various books here. I'll just open that here, I guess. Let's just do that. So, so this is a, I believe, wiring diagram, I think. No, hang on, what is this? Specifications for everything. There's some schematics there. I mean, this all seems a bit ridiculous because it's all in Japanese, but you know, it's not that bad, not that hard really to translate it with Google Translate and stuff. So yeah, I mean, we got, you know, all this stuff about like headlights and that. So basic concepts, switch assembly mechanisms. You've got timing diagrams for all the electrical signals, like the windscreen wipers and stuff. Radiator. It's quite good. I mean, very comprehensive stuff in here, isn't there? A good, good amount of data. This just looks like a general sort of. I don't know. Don't know exactly what this is. And there we go. There's a engine stuff. Engine stuff. The is it the timing chain stuff? Here we go. The exploded diagram. The engine. Anyway, interesting things. Some detailed specifications there. Tells you how the GPS and everything works. I don't know, some sort of basic information. That looks pretty good though, quite useful. Okay, so there's that. Let's see what else is there. What else have we got? So that's that one. Let's have a look at this. So what's this? This is the wiring diagram. Actually says that on it. So there we go, wiring diagram. So that's the It even shows you the location of all the wire harnesses. See, that's very good. You know, you don't need to read Japanese to know what that means. You know, you just need to translate, I guess, these ones here, and then you just get a nice diagram. So there we go. There's the stuff there. A lot of things here. I mean, you can all read that. It's all just standard schematic symbols, and you can translate the names as needed. So yeah, quite good. So that's very useful. So that's nice. You know, shows you pinoutable connectors, things like that. You know, I mean, you get a good idea of some of these things. You know, I mean, a lot of those. So in English, but you see things, abbreviations like ABS, you know, ECT. You can see all these things here. G-book, that's the GPS thing. So you can get an idea of like what's going on by some of the abbreviations. Anyway, but yeah, definitely quite useful. So that's nice. I like the way they've got the details there of how all the wiring is actually laid out. That's really nice. Anyway, so that's that. And this should be a spare key, which is going by the shape of it, which I bought. Well, who knows if that'll actually work. That'll be the interesting part. Didn't actually have a remote key for this, so I bought this one, and hopefully, I don't know, I mean, it was only like $5, so if it doesn't work, well, too bad. But basically, it was a remote key fob thing. Hopefully I can pair it with the car, and I mean, who knows if I'll need to get a OBD tool or something to hook up and do that, since it's not originally from that. But there we go. That's the key remote, as you can see. Obviously this key here will be completely wrong for my locks, won't work, but the actual transponder in here actually does seem to be working. You can see the light goes. If I can just pair that and then get a new key cut and replace this key with the actual one that's the real one, it should actually be usable. So who knows? That might be good. I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I try it. Maybe I'll make a video about that as well. So what else have we got? Here's another book. Don't know what that is exactly. I don't think I could figure out what this was, but I just bought it anyway because I thought it might be useful. This looks like some advertising. Oh yes, that's obviously some kind of second-hand bookshop or something. If anyone Japanese can read that and understand it, great. Looks like it's I don't know, gaming ads stuff. No idea. Anyway, that's not particularly interesting, but this is interesting. It might be like a parts list or something. I don't know. No idea. No idea. Shall find out. Let's see. This thing, I got the impression it's not an official Toyota book, so I don't know actually what it is. Might be some kind of aftermarket thing. I don't know. Oh yeah, we got two. I don't know. Exploded diagram. Huh. Okay, it looks like a standard sort of bodywork manual, maybe welding repair manual. This looks like a might just be a quick sort of a quick guide to basic parts. Yeah, it looks like just a kind of a quick workshop guide to all the sort of main things you'd want to do, like the layout of the serpentine belt and all that kind of stuff. Chassis measurements, so if you want to do body work on it, panel beating and all that kind of stuff. It's like a quick thing, not particularly comprehensive, I suppose, but you know, I suppose he covers the main points that people might need. And again, I mean, all these diagrams are all perfectly usable, even if you can't read Japanese, really. I mean, this shows you how the door goes together, so maybe that's useful. But anyway, that's that's a thing there. And we got this one here, which I believe will be the the great big huge thing. So this is probably the main manual, and who knows, this might contain all the information that these ones have, as well as everything else. I'm guessing this is like the full book, the full data book. All the service information, parts lists, all that kind of stuff. Yep, that's pretty thick and heavy. Woohoo! How many pages is that? Wow. Yeah. Software flowchart. Is that a software thing? No, it's not. What am I talking about? Oh, it is something to do with the GPS, maybe. Something to do with... timing diagrams. Again, waveforms, signals, kind of stuff. All the very in-depth electrical specifications, voltage lists, pinouts. You know, probably for like the ECU. That's probably what that is, or something pretty ABS. Yeah. Nut specifications, torque specifications for each different type of nut, I guess. Fasteners or something. A list of tools that you need. So yeah, this is like the... oh yeah, so here we go, even more tools. Other stuff. So yeah, it's going to be the scan tool. Ooh. Actually, SST. Service something tool. Jacking stuff. Where to jack on the chassis so you don't break anything. How to do the towing. Tow points. So yeah, all the electrical stuff. Software. Looks like calibration maybe of the display for the GPS. A lot of electrical stuff here. And then we got mechanical. Starting to get engine things. I mean, I guess the good thing with this is you can look through it and you can just sort of look at the pictures and find out sort of pretty quickly what you're actually looking at, you know, figure out what you want, and then just translate that bit as needed when you find the actual thing. Do the timing chain and everything, oil filter. What's that? Starter motor, I'm guessing? Something like that. Suspension. Everything, all the stuff. Is that gearbox? Transmission? No, that might be the... oh yeah, there we go, yeah, engine. Yes, that looks part of the... no, is that the drive? I mean, there's two models of this car. One has a two-wheel drive and one has all-wheel drive. So there's a transfer case for one the all-wheel drive version, obviously, that won't apply to the two-wheel drive version. I don't know if that's what that is. That might just be the drive for the front axle. Anyway, I'm not sure, but yeah, lots of good stuff in here. There we go. It's the transmission drain pan, all the bolts on that, gasket, and there we go. It's yeah, so that shows you, yeah, U340. Yeah, shows like, you know, location of, I guess, maybe the solenoids for the, or sensors for the gearbox. U411E, yeah, I think it's my one. U411E. Oh, sorry, U441E. Yeah, it's the two-wheel drive version. That's one I've got. There you go. It's just power steering, fluid pump and stuff, I think. That's what that looks like anyway. But yeah, everything. So that's got all that. How to take the dashboard off. That's the surround for the thing. But yeah, and there we go. More electrical stuff. Specifications for the windscreen wipers. Showing you, you know, how to, maybe how those have to be aligned. Spray pattern for the window sprayers. Everything like that. Screw positions for the internals. Anyway, I was about to run out of time on this camera. It's got a minute left, so yeah, I'll wrap up with that, I guess. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, got me some pretty good documentation for my car there, and a new key, which hopefully I'll be able to pair with the computer somehow and actually use. So there's that, and some other things here, and some random LEDs and switches, and a thermocouple sensor from eBay, and this little radio which may or may not be faulty. Anyway, there we go. Good amount of fun to be had by all. But anyway, I guess that's that for this one, so I'll see you next time.